Even though we now live in a time where a wealth of digital technology can make everyone's lives easier, many prefer to write a mileage logbook for tax purposes with a pen or pencil. If you wish to do that, don't worry, we have you covered. Since the IRS can request mileage logs retrospectively for up to 3 years, we have a free mileage log template for each year as well, which you can download from our website. If you choose to use our mileage tracker spreadsheet, you will first need to copy the one we have linked here and paste it into your own Google Docs, as this one is publicly available and therefore cannot be altered. From there, you can edit your simple mileage log as you choose. When you are ready with your logbook for mileage taxes, you can either print the file directly or download it into one of many formats, namely PDF, Excel, or even CSV files, all of which are accepted by the IRS. On the other hand, if you are looking to join the many efficient business people who now use a logging app to create flawless, printable mileage logs, then read on. In the case of employees, taxes are already withheld from their payment, whereas business owners and self-employed people have to manage their taxes themselves. These generally include the self-employment tax, which covers Social Security and Medicare, and the income tax. You may be eligible for various deductions from your income taxes depending on your work type. For example, deductions for office supply costs, internet and phone bills, meals, and vehicle expenses. This is where the mileage log comes into the picture. You have the option to record all vehicle-related expenses or your miles traveled in a detailed trip log to deduct a set amount of cents per mile. There are several benefits to creating a vehicle mileage logbook from your logged miles. First, tracking the miles that you traveled is much easier than tracking your car expenses. There is no need to hoard receipts and keep an expense logbook on fueling or recharging, repairs and maintenance, parking, insurance, and more. Moreover, the IRS mileage rate encompasses all vehicle-related deductible expenses and usually results in more tax savings. Furthermore, you get an overview of your daily operations, which helps you identify areas where you can improve and save more. Before we delve any deeper, it's worth talking about the standard mileage rate, since a car mileage logbook or log is only required for those who choose this mileage calculation approach. Most people, indeed contractors, small business owners, and self-employed persons, most commonly use this method. It is also worth noting that if this is your first year using a vehicle for business purposes, you must use the standard mileage rate if you ever plan to switch between that and the actual expense method in the future. From a financial standpoint, this method offers sizable kickbacks on the miles that you drive, allowing you to deduct 70 cents from every mile for business purposes in 25. For example, if you drive 2,000 business miles in a year, the standard mileage rate will provide you with tax deductions totaling 14,000, provided that you submit an IRS-compliant mileage logbook. The alternative is the above-mentioned actual expenses method, where you must instead keep itemized receipts of all your vehicle expenses. These expenses include things such as oil, insurance premiums, depreciation, repairs, tires, registration fees, and more. There are some basic requirements that your mileage log needs to meet in order to be IRS compliant. Let's take a look at some of these. You must record the date and purpose of any trips you make for business purposes. You also have to record both the departing and arrival points. You have to own or be leasing the vehicle in question. Currently, there is no law suggesting that you need to record your odometer at the beginning and the end of each trip other than the yearly starting and ending odometers. However, we do recommend that you record your closing odometer reading at least every month and at refuelings. If you need to reconstruct your mileage log, a past odometer reading calculator is going to come in handy for you. Although the IRS doesn't require personal trips in your mileage log, it's strongly recommended that you include them because it will provide clarity for both yourself and the IRS. You need to separate your total business mileage, total personal mileage, and total commuting mileage for the year. Also, logging your personal trips boosts the proficiency of MileageWise's built-in IRS auditor function, which you need for an IRS-proof result. Be wise. Choose MileageWise because every mile counts.